Hey everybody, this is Dennis, and I'm going to bring you the full look and full review of Stardate #1. This is the magazine of science fiction and gaming. From 1984 comes the special Star Trek 3 issue. Now, a lot of you that are probably my age, did a lot with Stardate magazine. It was cool. Did a lot of different things. So we're going to get to go through it and just show you guys what some of this neat stuff was. This was, you can see the United Federation of Planets. This talks about the data file. They do cool updates. Some of it I know had some fan fiction stuff in it. But like this ad, there's some really cool ads in here because we all played James Bond at least once or twice. Back in the day, victory games back then. So it's a cool ad for that. Look at that. There it is. That is cool. Again, today everything is online, so you can see full color photos. But, back in this time, the only way you got it were these cool type of magazines that would print out some nice high resolution photographs. And it talks about the adventure. So the big gaming for, at that time, FASA owned it. The Star Trek, it was Starfleet Battles, which was cool. I love Starfleet Battles. I still have a lot of my Starfleet Battles stuff. So this is really cool. This goes through the briefing. Talks about what's going to happen. They've got a tramp freighter. And this is basically a module, gaming scenario, I should say, of which is cool. Otherwise, you just bought them. I wound up picking up a really cool module for it, which I'll do at a later date here. And then you can see here's the crew of the SS Eileen. And it would go through it, see, November of 84. More of the personnel that would go through it. And then with Starfleet Battles, they had the role-playing extension for it, which was cool. I did more of the Starfleet Battles, the tactical gaming with the miniature of the ships and stuff. Used to go out there and buy them. They had the plastic ships that you would kind of glue together, the miniature ones. Oh, look at that. Fantasy and comic art. Bud Plant Inc. Still in existence. So, yeah. Good to know that is still around. This talks about more stuff with the treaties. Starship Troopers. Love Starship Troopers. Oh, another good one. That's cool. I'm a doctor, not a straight man. I'm a doctor, not a phoenix. I'm a doctor, not a quick change artist. Look at that. Funny. Paranoia, another great role-playing game at the time, another fun one. West End Games, the ones that put out the original Star Wars, which still was one of the best Star Wars games. It was absolutely fantastic. Paranoia was a really fun role-playing game. And see, Star Trek, the role-playing game. There it is. Investment record sheet. So, another scenario, Starfleet Command. So this issue in particular is tying very heavily because of the Star Trek 3 movie. Star reviews. Look at that. Because this does encompass everything. Star Wars, Empire, Return of the Jedi, Star Trek, Battlestar. They do have lots of cool stuff. Now, the very back of this is neat. This is fun just to sit down and read, even if you weren't around at the time. Just to see what they had. Starlog magazine, another thing. Starlog really was probably the best out of all the magazines when they came out. And then it even listed some of the conventions. There's so many more conventions now. The Necromonicon, Archon, Psychon. Oh, look at them all. This is actually just kind of interesting, seeing if any of the conventions have lasted. I don't recognize WindyCon. I know Windy City, but those will have all morphed. On this side, here is the space stock. There is the technical thing, so if you want to put it into your game, you could. It goes through the construction history of it with the Stardate on it. And then you can see the general layout. Main docking bay, which of course from Star Trek 3, where the Excelsior and the Enterprise A were housed in. The living quarters in the hospital, the commercial areas, secondary docking bay usage, commercials, hotels, gardens, life support, antimatter engines, and of course that is their impulse down there. So being cool that they're giving us some of the stuff directly from it to keep everything within the gaming canon, we'll call it, to keep them tied in. And then the Jane's Ship of the Galaxy. And then this is the Grayson class repair tender. So, see, again, it already broke the rule, but the single warp nacelle that they have on there. And then these were all the Starfleet battle. So you can see the size, the warp engine type, maximum cruising speed, beam weapons, what type of phaser, how many, what their arcs are on it. And then, and then your aggressive value. So these were all things when you were building fleets of comparable ships to play and stuff. That was cool. And then you've got the Monarch class deep space freighter. Now, I know that these did show up later, just as this is the heavy frigate. It looks like a bird of prey, but this was the large, heavy version of it. You can see the aggressive value is 23 and 20 versus 129. Talks about the weapons. You can see them right on there. They do the KD-8s. So anyway, they have their plasma weapons and or disruptors, Klingon disruptors. So they were cool that they added stuff. And again, on the back, red alert, all pilots report to your squadron's immediate Cylon attack. FASA brings you an exciting new game of starfighter combat, Battlestar Galactica. This was one of the ones at the time I actually never saw in any of the shops, because this is one I would have picked up. I really did love that. Never did see it, never did play it. Always kind of wanted to, so I still haven't seen them out in the wild. Makes me wonder. But anyway, guys, this is just cool from 1984. The good old magazines. Yeah, you can see the Monarch that they actually have directly from it right there, which is cool. So guys, do me a favor as you're going through and watching this, smash that like and subscribe button. I always want to hear your comments down, so leave them down below. Let me know your thoughts on it. And I'll leave the links down below. I'm working on the great new project with Andy Smith and Kor-Drath, The Awakening, the sequel to Kor-Drath, The Reckoning. So we are hard at work on bringing you the follow-up to the successful first one. And we also have a great children's book that we've written. It's a early reader for children called Kor-Drath, A Christmas Miracle. Links down below, so double check them. Go check them, both campaigns out. Both are on Indiegogo, and the Christmas one's up on Kickstarter now. So guys, thank you for joining. Leave your comments down below, and we'll talk to you all real soon.